Hi all, Ashley here from Ashley Bride Crafts, and this video is for Hip Kit Club's Thanksgiving weekend slash Cyber Monday online crop, and my challenge was to make some DIY embellishments. I shared a photo of these on Facebook already, and this is the corresponding process video for how I put them all together. I am choosing to make some Christmas embellishments using the November kits from Hip Kit Club. So what you see me doing here is starting off by just pulling out some of the chipboard frames to start with. I know I definitely want to try to make some gift box shaker frames and a couple other things, so I'm backing them onto these acetate scraps that I have, and I will pull out quite a few of these to start with. Yeah, so as I'm doing that, real quick though, back to the challenge. I hope you'll participate in just making some DIY embellishments. There's actually multiple ways to participate, so you can either make something for this challenge, so you can make some DIY embellishments and then share them on our Facebook page, which I will leave a link to that down below in the description. Or you can, and by the way, you can make whatever theme you want. It doesn't have to be Christmas. I'm just choosing to dive into the November kits. But yeah, if you don't have them yet, or if you want to make something different, that's totally fine. Or you can also participate just by following and commenting down below on this video. Then you'll also want to check out the other videos that are going up today and commenting there as well. And so I'll leave a link to everybody in the description box below. So you'll definitely want to check out the description box. There's going to be multiple stuff in there. Then there's multiple prize giveaways too. So there are gift cards to the Hip Kit Club website, and yeah, you'll definitely want to participate if you can. So back to these frames. I am going to back them with a few, actually here, so I knew I wanted to make some of these into gift boxes, like I said, and I was like going back and forth of whether I wanted to use ribbon or twine, and I'm still not sure, because I do like the way the twine looks. It looks a little different than the ribbon, but it is kind of cute too. I do end up going with ribbon, and you'll see that here in a second, but yeah, I do think the twine is also cute too. But in terms of backing all of these, so some of them I do put on pattern paper, and then the other ones I wanted to use vellum. So I've got like a layer of acetate first, of course, and my sequins, and then vellum behind that. But yeah, so I've got some pink vellum from my stash. I've got some polka dot vellum too that I pull out, and then just some basic like white vellum. I really love vellum, so yeah, I'm gonna use some different kinds of vellum on these. And I do end up making, that's not the shaker mix I use. I do end up making like a real shaker mix, or a sequence mix. Oh yeah, so that's in the plate. And so it's just a bunch of different pink sequins, but each of the frames I pull in, they all have like something a little bit different about their sequence mix. So the red one has some red hearts in it. Pull in blue and coral and white for the other different frames too. So they all have something, you know, just to match the color of the frames. So yeah, here I'm still thinking maybe I'll use this twine. I don't know. It was cute. I don't know. But I ended up going with this ribbon instead, and it's kind of clear so you can see the sequins through it. I did like, I don't have that much ribbon in my stash because I couldn't find that much cute, like I have a lot of ribbon but not a lot of thin ribbon, cute thin ribbon. So yeah, I was kind of struggling to figure out what I was going to wrap these up with, but I knew I really wanted to make gift boxes, so I was just like, I'll just use this. So yeah, that's how these are going to turn out. And I'll add a little bit of like a little bow to the top of all of these too. And yeah, that will be the first embellishment. But while I'm working on these, what are everybody's plans for their December daily? I don't do much scrapbooking kind of paper crafting, so I wasn't planning on doing one. But let me know in the comments below if, like, what you're planning on doing, if it's just going to be a mini album or if you're going to do something a little different. I was thinking I do like making memory decks cards, and I thought I might make a set for December and have some journaling space on the back, or maybe like tucked in somewhere, I'm not sure. So instead of like photos, it would be December journaling daily kind of a thing. Yeah, and I like that because journaling on a normal journal is a lot of space, and I think, you know, just like the smaller space on the back of a memory dex card might be better. So not like as, you know, daunting. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'll share like progress of that throughout December, and I'll look to incorporate too like some of the things that I'm making today into those projects. I don't really have a hard time using DIY embellishments, but I know sometimes people ask about that. So yeah, I just use them like store-bought embellishments, but I will look to incorporate these in later projects, and I'll show you how I use them. And so these last couple, like these small frames, instead of making them into gift boxes, I wanted to make them more into like windows. So I like fussy cut out some of the, or I would just like, you know, cut out some of the snowflake paper, pattern paper, used one of the puffy stickers from the kits, and yeah, have it, made it look kind of like looking out at the snow kind of a thing. Yeah, so that's the idea of it. It's like little window frames. And then I'll add little sentiments to these too. So I'm pulling out, there's like so much from the kits, so I'm like figuring out which ones I want to use. I think I used like 2 different packs. Like how much how much products we get in the November kits. There's so much. So yeah, I used like this teal colored like square rectangle kind of sentiment, and then I used this like sweet sentiment too. And then for the next thing, I am going to do a lot of fussy cutting. So there was this like red and green paper that we got that had all these like pretty pink florals on them, and I wanted to fussy cut out the florals, and I'm just gonna, this one's pretty simple, I'm just popping them up on top of each other, just to the same, like rotating them a little bit to the same sized ones, and then one of the tiny little white flowers in the center. If you like more flat embellishments, you can obviously leave out the little pop dots, but I think it looks really pretty with a little bit of dimension. And yeah, that will be these embellishments done. And then I am also going to make some sweaters. This is from a Hip Kit Club December cut file, which if that's not up on the website, then it should be up soon. There's quite a few December cut files coming. And the cut file has a lot of detail in the center, but I just wanted the outline, so I cut out just the outline in a few different sizes. I especially love the smaller size. It's like 1.5 inches long, and it's so cute and tiny. And I added some hand stitching to a couple of them, and then some machine like zigzag stitching also. And each one is going to get a little leafy die cut and then a sentiment on top. And the smaller ones, I use these teeny tiny word phrases that we got that are like at the bottom of the screen now. They are so cute. They're like so perfect. They have such a cute little detail. They add just like, yeah, such a cute little detail. And then we also got these like tiny little puffy dots too that I'll add. I just love getting tiny things like that because it just adds the cutest little touches. And yeah, And then on the larger ones, oh, so the smaller the phrases, I do like cut them in half so they'll fit onto the sweater. I use sweater weather and I think let it snow. And then the larger ones, I use some of the colored phrase stickers. And I do end up cutting one of those as well. I think one of them was sweater weather too. And yeah, I do end up cutting that in half so it fits onto the sweater better. And yeah, that will be me done here in a second. So like I said, there's going to be lots of information in the description box for everything I mentioned earlier, so you will definitely want to check that out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will comment and subscribe and make some DIY embellishments as well. And I will see you on the next one.